Right, and welcome to episode 18, where we now have phantoms, so I'm gonna have to sleep. Right. And the archives each tend to spawn between ending episode 17's recording and starting this one, so yeah, Cobble's still going. Getting near the end though. No, screw it. Even though, yeah, I need to turn, polish off that. Getting all the cobble, all filtered in, and actually, make it actually be, fully processed down is equally, if not more important. Now, I need another pattern provider, which of course means I need 2 crafting tables. So it's actually not going to be 2, so not going to be 3 that it goes down by, because that's like 1, 2, 3. It's going 4, 5. So 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there, and then 1 there. Now, because I already have 1 crafted, and then I need some cable. Right. Yeah. 1 there. Pick what to grab. Everyone. There we go. Now, the one there takes all these. So there's 4 left. And would you look at that? Tons of space. Well, seems like tons at least. In reality, not as much. Because of that, I can now do that. No, screw it. I'm gonna turn and still make covalence dust, just for sake of whatever, basically. Now, what I need to make a crystallizer, which for that I need refined obsidian, which means I need to make an osmium compressor. And because I'm going to need to make so many freaking steel casings over the literal years of this world, like anytime I make it, I don't really need to make smelters all that often, but every time I need to make a pump or what else? Probably like assemblator or fuel wood heater. Fuel wood heaters I need to make probably a good chunk. Painting machines. Anytime I need to make energy cubes, which I will need to make a lot of. Induction casings. Yeah, I'm gonna need to turn and have them now. Okay, so I need more planks, and I'm also gonna need more philosopher's stones. So let's bang that out first. Then my offhands it doesn't get taken. Actually, I'm also going extra smart and just replace An existing one with an empty one. Yeah. No, even smarter and add that one to there as well, because I only need a total of 30 of these. And yes, that's how many I will actually eventually need. Because it's the sheer amount of philosopher's stone work. Yeah, alright. And I have 16 planks. Okay. Oak log. Right. Let's make ourselves 6 stacks of oak. Um. And oak planks. Put it there. And now, just wait basically. First though, I do need to do that now. I need... Alright. There we go. Now that should fix that up. So 10 patterns. Yep. Now I just need quartz glass. Which that's pretty easy to make. But can I make... No. Alright. And to make a further 10, I'm gonna need to make 5 quartz glass. So, and of course I need soda dust. Which for that, I do tend to have that dust, but I need... Whoa! Frickin' perfection. Got 42 Ceres crystal, and I need basically 10 dust. So, is that they'll get ignored for now, but then once it actually goes through these last 10 stacks, it'll then automatically charge that up, like so. Okay, never mind. Now it does it in full stacks. Forgot about that. Let's go wait for 4 more runs of that. Ah, forgot about that. One more, and then this can all go into as dust into there. Then I'll make me more flux if I want it. And also more Ceres crystal as well. Yeah. Make 10 patterns. And of course, I'm gonna need to make another inscriber. But of course, I need more pistons. So, piston. And of course, even though right now it's using maple planks, that's because I have maple planks. Maple log can be stripped. And then, once stripped, it can then be crafted. This planks, which is good. Yeah. There you go. One. I'm pretty sure that giving okay, cool. So I'm sure that 10 picked up some power. It was just flicking from offline to online. How much further I can push things back? Not by much, apparently. Alright. Charge everything. Right. I wonder. Okay, so can't combine. Oh well. Right. Yeah. This. And again. I need logistical transporters. I need up. Okay, so it's that means harvest takes a second. Okay, that works. Actually, I'll do it from behind, actually. That goes to there. Because then have another one that simply gets fed with silicon and last one I'll get just fed silicon and redstone. least it'll turn forward process now though. And now of course is my last needed last needed turn lava to place. And now logic, calculation, engineering. Now I'll need a power provider for both of these, but then they can all go into here. The printed circuits go in here, silicon goes in here, and redstone goes in here. So for that I need more cable, which of course for that I in turn need to make more Certus dust. So I heard someone yelling outside. Alright. Now, I need to make a stack of urine so I can make quartz fiber, which for some reason it only accepts Certus now, even though it literally makes nether quartz turn texture fiber. Which makes no freaking sense to me at all. Smart. Put 3 through. Yeah. Ooh, just barely. Alright. And then of course the other things left on that one are the 2 swords. And yeah. I hate when I get an itchy. Yeah. Now, why am I actually keeping 2 iron swords anyway? Okay, cool. So I need food guard drones. And then I can also, yeah, we also melt down the turn sword to get the iron ingots back. But it's mainly, its main use will actually be, for the guard drones, because I can see it only takes the iron sword, which I will be using a lot of guard drones, because if I progress Forbidden Arcanus enough, I can get a Stellar Arcanum, so an Eternal Stellar, which I'm thinking Eternal Stellar Arcanum because of this, but basically Eternal Stellar doesn't actually show up in EMI for some reason, but with an apply modifier, right, I can then, which also doesn't show up, but I can make it send, say, a minigun ammo of, I don't know, say, probably incendiary I might do actually. But basically, minigun ammo, over time, as you're using the ammo, it'll actually turn good down towards the point where it just like deletes like most other broken items. What are you doing, Aaron? cat's literally trying to freaking eat the fly screen. Wait, what are you trying to do? Hmm? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yep. She's definitely a Revy'Ru'un. Right. Just so she can't continue doing that, I'm gonna bring the window down slightly. There we go. And yes, then even though, yeah, I'm like using the name Revy'Ru'un even to refer to Eren, like, is not actually my legal name, but it's a lot simpler, you know, just using it instead of my actual name, because this way it still somewhat protects my identity, but like at the same time, like most of the time when she does turn down a picture like that, like, yeah, it's like, yeah, she's definitely one of us. Because I used an actual family name when I turned to say it. Now, I need pen provider. I'll need at least 2, maybe 3. Right, so flux dust, flux crystal has to go through the crusher. Okay. Hang on, no. That's not this. Alright, I forgot. Doesn't have any power. Oh yeah, that's also gonna need power too. Alright, shit. One way to give power easily is the one thing I don't currently have. Alright, cool. Up a bit. Drain that one. Inputs and closes it up. Yeah. That's good. Fiber. Quartz fiber. And cable. Yeah. That. And of course, that actually won't be connected, so. Right. Nothing. That should now. Yes. Good. Good, good, good. Now, what do I need one extra for? I'm sure they're saying I need one extra thingy for. I'm gonna smart and put it around there. And then bring that right now. That go there. So then that feeds around to the back there. So here we'll give it redstone, around here we'll give it power. And of course this one I'm gonna need this to get power. This one gets power from here, and done gets power from there. Now, I have one extra cable now, which means I can now place that there. down of this. And I have one left over. That's all good. That's perfectly fine. Because I need to bring it out further. Actually, I can do one better. Because I'll need, like, you know, try and connect all these up anyway. So if I have one block here just completely, like, you know, just filled in, like so. This actually looks kind of cool. Not gonna lie. But I might actually replace it here with, you know, just straight smooth stone though. Or cut stone rather. No, I need that. Oh, sorry. I need that for the Osman compressor. Alright. That's another thing I need to turn into as well. I need to pattern the alloys. Redstone is also used to make use. I'll pattern up to here anyway. And then and this is unironically the cheaper way to do it. It's freaking weird. Yeah, steel casing. Yeah, I need pattern provider, which means I need to make flux dust. Yeah, throwing that, and wonder what else can I do to make sure. Okay, cool. Quickly just turn to it the other way though. Get Certus. Get normal quartz out of here. Now they have 3 stacks. And then of course, put you in there, you in there, and some redstone there. Now I need to move that eventually too. I might just do it now. And even gives me. Sorry, I already used the last one. Oh well. And oosh. Oosh. Crush the 4. And now give me a bunch. A pattern provider. No, not quite. Pattern provider needs logic. Logic. Yeah, that's a bit of gold. But how many does it actually need? Right, so 2 per, so go back, grab another 2 gold. Import export bus. The irony. Yeah, alright. I need more copper for that. Drop in redstone. And need a scriber. Silicon press. There. And then of course just need another. Oh, hang on. Yeah. I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone with this. Because that goes there. That goes there. See, they all need to be closed up anyway, so we use this to our advantage. Right. No, I can't do it actually. I just realised silicon needs to come in through the top. Which means... well, it just means I'm going to need some kind of really thin panel or something to hide the hopper here. Which... looks like that 10 sneeze doesn't want to come. Jump to home. Even though, yes, I think I do have some in my backpack that's inside the ME system. Like, this will just be a little quicker and easier. There we go. And then douche. Because I'll need another Omni Hopper eventually. There we go. And then silicon press. And then silicon there. And then of course I just need another sag mill to, you know, might actually turn, like, I don't know. I might hide the extra sag mill here and just, you know, drag the items around. Logistical transporter. So and then other one runs there. I fucked up. And then of course I just need one more. Alright. Now, there we go. And I now just need to get cable. Right, and that goes there. Now I just need to make another sag mill. If I need dark steel ingot. Right, how can I make it? Right, so it needs. Need more obsidian, okay. So obsidian, powdered coal, and an iron. Because I need to make 2 of those, and then I need to make void chassis. And then iron gear. Another iron gear. And there we go. Sagumil. Sagumil. Now. Input. Output. Input. There we go. Now, I simply need a capacitor for it. And then we should be golden. Now, of course, not every, you know, not every operation will actually result in flint, but that's perfectly fine. Because that ain't the main point of this. Oh, well, no, so not every operation will result in silicon, sorry. But the point is that most will. Now this will just run until this one fills right back up. And then this will back up, and this, and this, then this, and then this will stop. And then I order just, you know, a single lantern, why aren't you gone yet? Alright, because you're not yet done, that's why. Yeah. Alright, so about 9 or 10 more of these, yeah, so 9 now. Then this will back up, and this. Hero backlog, then hero backlog, then here, and stop. And yeah, and of course with this netherite backpack, this will also just all fill up slowly, you know, over time. And yeah, simply goes, you know, put a storage bus on here, and now I can have this much dirt, which I could really make as much as I want, even. Which I think is quite cool. Now, you are out of biofuel because you're our saplings. As am I, apparently. Right. There we go. Now. You need... Come on. Oh. That would absolutely help, wouldn't it? Yeah. Takes normal hopper. Put on here. And there we go. Now... Fill that. Douche. And there we go. Now we'll have to find some way to make this work, which I believe a liquid hopper should help with that. Which thankfully that's pretty cheap. If you got the press iron for it. And then that literally just needs a normal hopper, which I don't have any currently. But, you know, that's perfectly fine, because I can just, you know, make short chests. And of course need more views, so douche. 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 And douche. Why is it freaking draining? Okay. This is freaking weird. Unless... Oh. What if cauldrons just don't actually... You know... Don't actually connect on... their underside? Nope. I have to look this one up. Mechanism, mechanical pipe, not empty cauldron. apparently there's some kind of pump that does work. There's mention of a mechanical pump, which I don't seem to have. Electric pump might work. Let's try it. Hang on. Just see if it works. Nope, not from that angle at least. Is it pumped from the bottom? Nope. Oh boy. So how am I supposed to freaking... Unless it's... Right, let's try. Into douche. Yeah, let's turn that off again. Right, and then okay, turn the creative engine's no showing up. I know what we can do. Find create. Dreams and desires. So when the hell is just pure create then? It's because it's that. And now I need a cog. So even that's not working. So how are you supposed to fucking make it work then? This. Drive. Base game cube. Okay, so literally have to freaking use an enemy system. Oh boy. Oh, at least now I know. So the answer is literally, like, you know, take an input bus, slap it on, and give it a like, I'm guessing up to 4 cards, and then yeah. So that means I'll need to make a fluid cell. Yeah, that also means I need to get more le copper. Alright, and you are now free, or will be. I'm working on the main thing holding me back right now is just fucking how much damn freaking like, cobble I've got. Yeah. You're still going down. But yeah, got enough. Turn space free that I can now start putting cobble in there for it. And I can also afford to grab out a stack of flint to get, I don't know, I'm thinking, what, maybe 4 copper? Place the effects, ladies and gentlemen, will be 4, less than 4, or more than 4. I'm thinking probably just 4, because I'm pretty sure it's between 60 and 20 flint for every for every shard processed. Would you look at that? It's exactly full. Alright, now that. Oh, would you look at that? It's a lot less space needed now. I'm working off, I can't really turn, like, make any more clean ones anymore, because, yeah, there's like just not enough freaking you know, space type thing. Now, silk dirt, I'm not quite sure why I'm keeping. No, it'd be something. Well, maybe it's for ashen dirt. Yeah, ashen dirt turns into mud. And all it takes is just water. And bonus is also just gravel. Right. Grab out the new shiny 4 copper ingots. That's what I also need a cell workbench. In a chest, which can't fit in because apparently I've got too much space. Okay, I thought I had some string somewhere here. Apparently, no, I don't. But, well. Yeah. It's all good, because I can just do that. Eat you. And then, of course, I need a calculation processor. That's a Certus. Calculation press. Set to export, set to export, and set to export. And it's got set to export. Now, hopper mode has to leave one to filter. And there we go. I'm not sure off the top of my head why is I could. Oh, sorry, I need it for the pattern providers. Wow, I can't fit in one. Yikes. There we go. Now, that sits there. And click you. I'm not sure how I have to do accumulation press, but that's one. Okay, so full starts and just put out automatically. Accumulation cycle will need to go there, so put that one there, and then get the final scriber. It's the final scriber. Bruh. There we go. Alright, so calculation engineering, and of course also need a singulator, so I can't make it yet. Now, you pattern to just lava. Lava. Right. Now that's fine to sit there for now. And I'll make 2 pattern providers. Once that's done, you make another 10 patterns, which of course means I need 5 5 copper. Let's do that. And then there we go. Logic calculation. Actually, no. Make that one the hang on, I just realized something. I don't even need the turn thingy there, but I guess I sorta do. I need that for power, so yeah, so that remains there. Or some more cable. there. Wait, that'll actually be an import bus actually. On there. We need so right. Let's do logic first. A pair of pants. Yeah, douche and Certus. Yeah, that's logic. And that's that. And then so then I can then now order logic processes and calculation processes. Then I need to make another provider from up there to do engineering. But I also now need an import bus, which of course, as you can see, I don't have patented. Because of course, I need more copper to make more patents. So, get the last of the copper here. And I also really need to make that osmium compressor still too. Which I might put it here, because yeah. Osmium compressor to make osmium fusions here, and then up here I'll put the radiance one. Then I'll put the osmium fusion there. Actually, I'll put osmium fusion there, and then radiance there. And lucky me, it's also that space I had to put in the power. Bruh. Let's see now. How many do we need to finish it off? I only need like 6. Yeah. Place. That's right. I can't actually fit it yet. Yeah. Make 4. It should. Yep. They also freed up a little bit of space. So. Diamond, and I need engineering. I also need to make a patent provider. Now that leaves it not fully, consumed, which is good. Because now I can do this, and yeah, has to be underneath actually. Because Maybe not. Let's test. Order 1. It says can't extract from any side, so... I guess putting that thanks to the never mind. It's not actually going. Like it should anyway. Right. Printed circuitry. And then of course I need an input bus. Now I can pan an input bus and an export bus. Just enough space to be able to place them. Which means I now need the next pattern provider to then be able to place another side here. And wouldn't you know it, just enough space to be able to turn, or just enough cables rather, to be able to actually like, you know, connect it up. And there we go. Now, unfortunately, I'm limited right now to just, you know, those 3, but that's perfectly fine because this is only temporary. Permanent ones are going to be down here. So that's why I'm not overly fussed. There's not really much else to really do now but freaking wait. And of course I've got to wait until all these, you know, all filter in too, so I don't accidentally overload that. Well, then again, I could actually about 600, 700. Yeah, I can get away with that. Let's see if I can make a storage bus yet. Nope, because I need an interface. Right, I'm gonna freaking add a bloody export bus here too. That one to clear it, and make these 2 and then input bus, export bus. Got enough redstone for now, which is good. Now, you export, you import, you export redstone dust, and printed silicon, printed basically everything. Right, so that's those all done. So now you won't mess up my crafting. And now just basically go like, yeah. Essentially, like, yeah, try and set things up a little bit better. Right, right, and you. There. And I need more kibble. Bi-directional, and that now shows up all my sand, but it's not actually in the ME system in there. No, yeah, let's put that on and start again. It's not actually like in the ME system. Now, where have I got open here? That side, okay, cool. Now I'm gonna need another pattern provider. Now, moment of truth. Yes! It works! Yay! And there's the craft done. Now, I can set this one through here to make sand. So, sand. It only makes sand now. So that's purely making sand. And then hide that on the terminal. And that's it. Now, I just gotta make sure that I don't make more than about random about more than 3,000 sand at a time. But that now does, in fact, officially, like, quite simply, allow me to make all sand and all flint I could need. Now, we clear that. There we go. Nice and packed and tight now. Now just gotta make sure though, that I don't take out and put sand back in, because that will actually put it into these. Although, I guess I could probably, like, technically add a export bus here too though. Like, just kind of, export sand automatically to it. No. I am liking this though. Now, to make accumulation, I need engineering and calculation. So to make accumulation, I need calculation and engineering. And I need a singularity, which means I need to make matter balls and I need the lava. So that's a matter condenser, which thankfully, matter condenser is really freaking cheap. And that's another pattern provider I need. Because I need a place that somewhere. Yeah, place it there. So yeah, somewhere where I can put that on. I need to process another round of copper. Because we are so early on kind of thing in this, I'm just going to do 3. Here we go, yeah. Wait for that to go through. And there that does. Get 2 stacks of copper, not copper, turn 2 stacks of flint, and put that in. And I think that might be it for this episode, actually. Yeah. So next episode, I'll actually, hopefully, get around to actually building this instead of just, you know, building up more of my ME system. Alright. Now let's slowly processing away. I don't think that'll be enough to even turn, you know, fully deal with it though. That's all good. Just as long as all that and all that can be processed in the amount of flint I have left, I'll be happy to. Actually, I'm gonna sleep because of the phantoms, and I'm actually gonna try and test how well that would go. Tick sprint 300 seconds. That's perfectly fine. That's good. Good. And now, because I gotta go AFK for a bit, I need just an export bus. I'm gonna make it 2. So I just realized I'll have to, you know, have that, you know, have to have that as input output, and that means that that will need to have its own flint-based export. That's what I don't need to actually interact with. Oh wait, I will actually have to interact with that because I need to move that away. Oh. Ah, I see why. Yeah. That makes this work better. That goes really well. And that. That's all she wrote. Man, I'm gonna have to move this currently some breakers, so I have to do it in creative, but that may actually put that maybe I should maybe put that here under this, and then I can put another cable there and have that be registered as well. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Ooh, and I have burdens too. I just realized I can put that like that. They'll only be temporary anyway, because eventually... actually, not all that temporary, actually, because I sometimes do still need a turn cone just to grab small things, but... yeah, because I'll still need to turn in and see stuff anyway. Oh, you know, we'll work things out eventually anyway. Yeah, that's glowstone was... oh boy, got a couple of levels to go. Yeah, that's... and exports the sand. And that... is an export of sand. Speed really doesn't matter much. Export flint, and that means I need a diamond. Let's screw it, let's do this. And then let's export bus that, so I can make the gravel also get thrown out into the bin. And that is gravel. And now that fully fixes that. And yeah, and that only so I'll put a storage bus as well. So I'll just automatically and always just shove out flint, gravel, and sand, while also at the same time holding information of how much I actually have. Yeah, that's. And that also means that all that no longer has to be limited either. Yeah. And that's how much I actually have now. And that's what I call a signal setup. Yeah. Since I do have to go AFK, that's 3,000 bahts. 700, 400, 18, 15, 12, six bahts. 24 watts. Yeah. So, yeah. 336 is the highest I can do with 1k. I love it. And I cannot yet make that give me more patterns. That is just because I do not have just because I didn't have the copper on hand for it. But I do now. Right, now that. Yeah, I think I might make that at the end of the episode. Just wanna. Right, how many can I do? I'm gonna go up to 5, okay. Douche. Douche. 16k. And 64k. And 256k. That, and it just needs to get that filtered in. And to make that 4K, I'm gonna need this available, which won't actually happen until those are done. But yeah. That will happen in episode 19. Then after that recording, I won't really be able to do much. Actually, pretty much even like anything really until until the next live episode, which of course will be episode 20. Yeah. Gonna have had 16. Pretty sure 16 went up yesterday. Let me double check. Okay, 16 goes up tonight as of this recording, right? So, go back to my main. Right, calendar. Right, so episode 16 becomes available to watch tonight. Last episode, episode 17, goes up on Sunday. The episode you're watching right now releases on the 20th, right? So if you're watching this as it goes live, right now it's about 8:30ish on Tuesday night for me. And also for you, but future me. This episode goes up on Thursday. Saturday 24th of January is when episode 19 is when episode 20 will be recorded. And then right after I finish that, I'll then or streamed rather, and right after that is when I'll record checkpoint 2, right? So if you're watching this, way in the future, like checkpoint 2 was basically the second world tour almost, right? Though it'll be much more contained, so pretty much all the work I've been doing is here, right? Might actually also do kind of like a checkpoints playlist too, so you can just skip through all all the long form episodes if you want to just catch up, or even like literally just simply refresh what we did in each run of episodes, right? But yeah, and after that, probably record in episode 21 on the Sunday, so literally the day before Australia Day, and then it'll go up on Australia Day, and 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, episode 30, as well as checkpoint 3, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, episode 40. So it's basically gonna like go along like that. This is the plan. Though, depending on whether or not I'm able to record and stream on the right days, is whether or not it'll actually stick to the plan. But yeah, that is the plan. So yeah, I'll see you all in episode 19.